whirling dervish, one of the symbols of Sufism, the mystical tradition of Islam. Sufi followers practice all the standard rituals of Islam, but they go one step further, seeking a mystical union with God. Bushra Bouchiche comes from a long line of Moroccan Sufi mystics.
The love for God and the love for Muhammad is so strong that, you know, it just catch you. And you are away, and I don't know how to explain it because I don't find the words to explain what you feel.
Sufi followers say they experience a feeling of oneness with God through singing, dancing, and chanting. For Bouchiche, the appeal of Sufism lies in the liberating freedom of a direct connection with God that goes beyond the realities of everyday society.
Sufism is the way for me to feel my soul. It is the only way for me to be above all this world, the material world. And I go above it and I feel my soul, you know.
Sufism is practiced throughout the Muslim world, from Mauritania to Pakistan. In Morocco, home to at least 1,000 Sufi shrines, the Sufi tradition goes back for centuries. It's had a strong influence on the way Islam is practiced in this overwhelmingly Muslim nation, which has a history of tolerance, openness, and non-violence. But over the past decade, extremism has become more visible. In 2003, suicide bombers killed 45 people in the city of Casablanca. Bombers struck again in 2007, killing 1 person and injuring 4.
We have observed that the state wants to use Sufism to fight religious extremism.
Muhammad Darif is an expert on terrorism.
The Moroccan government believes that it's not religion that leads people to extremism. It's their understanding of religion. So it wants to spread a specific understanding of Islam that is different from the extremist jihadist ideology. It thinks by promoting Sufism, which focuses on spiritual practices, it's essentially fighting extremism and calling for moderation.
But keeping the Sufi traditions alive amongst Morocco's youth might be a challenge. This is one of the most famous Sufi orders in Morocco, called the Isawa. They get together to worship and study God, but most of all to play music. Their youngest member is a 30-year-old mechanic. He was one of the few young people we saw actively taking part in Sufi rituals. The Isawa come from the historic city of Fez, home to an annual festival of Sufi culture and music. The organizers of that event say they want to offer young people a different view of Islam, one that goes beyond the growing trend towards fundamentalism. Zeba Rahman, an Indian American, has been working on Moroccan festivals for many years.
The core tenets of Sufism is an openness to other cultures. I think that certainly was something to remind Muslims of, Moroccans of, and also to share with the world. And also its focus on peaceful coexistence and love.
But for Bushra Bouchiche, the festival has little to do with politics. For her, it's a chance to celebrate a tradition that feeds her soul.
It's a beautiful way of love. It's the true love is the real love because it's unconditional love, and you feel it. You know, I feel my heart, like my heart opening. It's even physical, you know.
This is Hoda Osman for World Focus in Fez, Morocco.